Welcome back. I'm just continuing from where I left off, and first thing to do is save. Okay. Thought one. Shame. I just read that.
Are you in there?
No such political party has ever formed. Japan is finished.
Ah, I won.
You leave me no choice. Alright then, Menorah. How about this? This time I reached out and took a nice big tuna sushi roll. Ooh. Oh. This reaction seemed like it was just the ticket. Hey, take it already. Consider it rent for the time I spent here. Well then. I guess it would be rude for me not to take it. I take it that you like tuna and sushi rolls in there, Menorah? Have a problem with that? Like most protags I've seen in these novels, he does not surprise me one bit at all.
That what?
He's dense. Oh yeah, Voices from the Sea's not finished, surprisingly. I forgot I had bought the extras for it, and so that will be restarting shortly. Honestly, I kind of...
You kind of what, Chris?
Me and Lance were talking about that, and there'd be some things in it that we said could have went over better. But
please hit them. Thank you.
oh no. No, not at all. But I mean, come on. That's quality Menorah here. Grizzled master fisherman caught this guy. Brought him to the market. He's gotta be tasty, you hear? You really kinda sorta lost me in the second half there. Fine, Mr. Mizuguchi. I'll have to put in terms you can understand. You know how everyone orders Magaru when they go out to sushi places? Don't you see? Magaru is a sushi king of kings. No, I don't care anymore, so just eat it already. Both these characters are dense. Wait, could you kill Toad by hitting him like that?
I could jump on his head though. Come here. Get off the freaking post so I can grab you. But literally not gonna be able to. Yeah.
Oh, that was cool. Toad saved the day.
How?
He killed the guy.
Wow, Toad has to stay above water. What? Bye, Toad. Ow!
You just don't understand. I have no clue how slighted you could make my guru feel. Is this really about fish? This whole argument they're having is about fish? Fish is fish, people. You eat it, you like it, you deal with it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Kill me. Thank you.
Look at that face. That face, yo. My profoundest apologies, Menorah. I don't think I'll ever be able to walk a kilometer in fish shoes, even if I spent the rest of my life on one such project. Yeah.
Why are they arguing about fish?
Well, I don't know. Oh, no point in waiting, yeah? She peeled off the plastic wrap, exposing the rolled paper. Seaweed made a tiny, pleasant crinkling sound. Holy crap.
What?
Look at that dialogue box. Seriously, look at this dialogue box.
Is she literally describing it right now?
I think so. By the time I'm done with this novel, my voice is going to sound worse than Brian's.
I wouldn't say that. But, probably close to it. Oh,
I'm going to be mad if this takes more than 7 episodes. Well, it's already past 7 episodes. If this goes past more than 30.
Why? You seem to like it.
Yeah, I like it, but still, that's a lot. And being now that I bumped my recording time up to 30 minutes.
Well, you don't seem to be complaining.
The seaweed carried the taste of the ocean. The rice carried the tangy bit of vinegar. The flavor spread out like a wave in her mouth. The rich tuna buried like a treasure inside the mound of rice. Menorah Kamei could not conceal her astonishment at the wonders of the tuna sushi roll. Ellipse. Not even the slightest hint of forthcoming retort. Disappointing, I tell you. Such an obvious little shrine maiden, I tell you. Wow! I could search the world 10 times over and never find anything such delicious. Wow! Did that seriously just happen? These two have an argument over fish. And then she turns out to like it the whole time. Yeah. What do they call that? Face palming? He face palmed himself. I'll do it too, because that is... Oh, wow. I might be running a fever, actually. Yeah, it's my last days at middle school. I'm going to take it and enjoy it. No matter how much I hated it to begin with. Sad.
Field day tomorrow.
Have fun. We had a movie. I believe we have another incentive tomorrow.
Fatty.
We have CMS celebration next week, the day before we get out. And the day we get out, we get to go to the park pool.
Hey, I thought you didn't like park pools.
I don't. It's not like I'm actually going to get in the water. Seems kind of a waste for free. And we're going on another lunch walk.
You don't like those?
No, they don't bother me. It's just...
What's this?
We just went on one, Wait, today's Wednesday. No, yesterday was Wednesday, so... Tuesday.
Yes, finally.
Wow, I could search the world. No, don't worry. Actually, your search would end in any convenience store. Oh, will you just shut up already? Tasty is as tasty does. Why are you kicking me?
I'm kicking you with your own shoe.
You seriously were kicking me with my own shoe.
Yeah.
Why did I get the feeling that we were going in circles here? Oh well. I chose to ignore it. For a time, our little lunch party atop the stone steps continued in silence. Crap! No! Warm rays of spring sunshine seemed to shine right through me. The May sky was blue and endless, so far away. Ellipse. This picture again? As the sun shone down on us, the sound of drinking green tea resounded within the confines of the Kamei shrine. Well, rather the sound of slurping all down. I have tea here I could be drinking if I run it to.
I like to sit there and slurp. It annoys you. It's funny.
You forget you spend the night here very, very often. I have all the chances in the world to get you back.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. I come over here very often.
But the thing is, I generally don't prank you. It's always Josh or Matt. That ain't gonna happen anymore. They're kind of banned from my house after peeking through the windows like stalkers. So they're not allowed in anymore. Thank God. You're such a pig, Mr. Mizuguchi. What, aren't you supposed to make noises when you drink tea? Like this? Where in the world did you hear such outrageous lies? And not only that, you believed in them. It's funny, but it's rude. If you keep doing that, I'm gonna hit you. Sorry. Well, that's probably the most realistic sound I've ever made in this story.
What?
I stuttered and said sorry like that, and that's probably how he would have said it actually. Because she would hit him.
I'm sorry.
Man, that better not be it.
These always scare me. I don't like them. What?
Ah!
I hate it when you put them right next to each other. Wow.
I was becoming obvious. I was becoming that's what? What? Typo. I was becoming quite obvious who the pants. It was becoming that's quite. It looks like quit. Is that quit or quiet? No, that's quite.
Yeah.
Quite obviously who wore the pants in this relationship here, but I chose not to think too deeply on this matter. What, is he like a member of Congress or something? That's what it sounds like. So I signed myself enjoying the tea, this time without a single sound. The funny thing was, now I was drinking convenience store bottle green tea, in this scarcely refined teacup that Menorah had produced. I had no frickin' idea how this elevated to the tea, or dishonored the teacup, or something in between.
I almost had a teacup.
Man, this green tea hits the spot alright. Menorah chirped as she drank the tea from the teacup, as old and classy as mine. Maybe it was because she wasn't in her shrine maiden robes, but she looked divine. So wonderful it hurt. Ah.
Dang it! I knew I should have. Oh. That's not which one I hit. Well then.
Yeah.
Well, not.
But divine image crumbled away when she had produced a package of cream puffs, seemingly out of nowhere. You definitely gotta have cream puffs along with tea, right? No, not cream puffs. Crumpets. Crumpets and tea. Coffee.
Why would you say crumpets?
Yeah, it's crumpets and tea and coffee and donuts.
Yeah, that's how you roll.
If you're British, it's crumpets and tea, and if you're American, it's coffee and donuts.
Americans are fat. Oh!
Wow!
Skills like no other.
I've never seen you do that.
Yeah.
You've just reached a new level of respect.
Yeah. Skills like no other.
That made you seemingly happy.
What?
What I just said.
Yeah. You know what? No. Mario's gonna get you. Mario's gonna get you.
Funny.
Mario's gonna get you. Oh no. Bam.
Funny. So here she was, looking refined in a traditional Japanese shrine maiden outfit. Maiden.
Maiden.
And altering the blasphemous word anyone who knew anything about traditional Japanese tea ceremony would not doubt. Kill her for even thinking. What? What was he just thinking?
I'd rather not find out.
Same here. And to make things worse, I produced chocolate pastry from my convenience store bag and said, "Yeah, good call." We nodded at each other, centuries of tradition and refinement out the window as we did so. And that was how we butchered a tea ceremony. That's how our butchered tea ceremony went. While Sin Noah Raku, the legendary tea master of all ages, long past, rolled in his grave, probably. Yeah, I would, if I had a tradition like that and someone broke it, I would roll in my grave too. Kidding. People have their own free will and rights. At least that's how I believe.
They always say America is a free country.
Not so much anymore.
Not exactly. I mean, you can't just sit on the side of the road and do meth, can you?
No.
Yeah, you'll get arrested. So?
Look at Phil Rudd.
Yeah, true.
Best example there. Phil Rudd.
Yeah, that's a pretty good example.
In the blink of an eye, 20 odd minutes had already passed since we'd started our little tea party. But since the beginning is a delicate time, let's start at the beginning. Here's how it went. Here's how it all went down. Menorah finished her job quickly as usual, and then when she saw me with my bottle of tea, she brought the cups out of the shrine. And so I'd figured, fine, we'll just drink some tea together. But then she piped up, "Come on, we're gonna have a tea party. We need to get some sweets, Somehow after that, we'd ended up on a field trip to the nearby convenience store. Menorah had waltzed in as if visiting the convenience store, and her priestess grab was normal. It was totally normal. To my slight surprise, every single time I'd put something in my basket, Menorah would put it back on the shelf. Oh, wow. It sounds like something my mom would do, even if I was paying for it. So it's funny.
No.
By the time we checked out of there hadn't been a thing in the basket that Menorah hadn't picked up. What time is it?
Almost 8:30.
Huh.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I guess I gotta finish. Don't forget to save.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Alright, bye you too.
She picked everything up. And somehow I got to pay for everything. You're welcome. It goes without saying that I smacked her on the forehead hard for that. Okay, where was I? I had to pause for a minute. Your lips. We both ended up staring at the sky blankly. It must have been quite the sight. Good thing no passers-by came. They would have died of laughter at us. Bird songs carried from far away. Sunbeams found their shine way down in the patch of ground. It was the beginning of a glorious, beautiful afternoon. The rich, sweet smells of custard and chocolate wafted all around us. There was something awfully wrong about this. Okay, that's off. Circostratus. Right, circostratus clouds. I should know that, actually. She emphasized by repeating her words and putting a finger to the sky. The gesture was, oh, wow. I've seen that before. Quite common here where I live. She was gesturing towards some thin clouds that looked like they spread themselves out, like veins covering the dream across the sky. These clouds are 10 kilometers above sea level. I couldn't even imagine how high that was. I had to think 3 times higher than Mount Fuji to sort of understand it. I stared at the sky, those clouds that I would never be able to touch, no matter how hard or how desperately I stretched my fingers towards them. We'd stopped talking and stopped reaching for more tea and more sweets too. It was better to gaze at the sky. And then, after a little while had passed, God's in his heaven. All's right with the world. Yeah. The sun beamed down, melted a few within the layers of misty clouds. It waxed brighter still now, as if they were poking fun at us, the two of us. My bag of sweets made a crinkling sound when I reached my hand inside. I chose the chocolate at random. I maneuvered the candy out. I held a piece between my teeth while it melted, the most marvelous in my mouth. Next to me, the shrine maiden was gently blowing on her tea. Ellipse, ellipse. Ellipse, ellipse. Okay, I know where this is going. It's a date. Certainly, I'd seen the sky thousands of times in my life, but perhaps this was the first time I allowed myself to be really served with all of my might, without any other mission or distraction. Oh man, I've wasted so much time here today. Well, duh, she replies, sipping her tea, not trying to make me feel any better in the least. You bought 500 milliliters of tea. You bought a 500 milliliter bottle of tea in the first place, so we drank it in no time. The empty bottle wobbled a bit in the breeze, then toppled, made a dull echoing thwack on the ground. That's actually thwack. Oops. Menorah stood up and walked over there where the bottle would lay, and picked it up. When she reached down, a long sleeve came near. They brushed the ground when she grabbed it. When she grabbed the bottle hurriedly. With the bottle safely in her right hand, she asked me with a smile, "Want to go for another round?" What? Funny, I just complained that I had wasted so much time here, and yet now I was nodding. The sunlight was very, very bright. Another round? Probably not that. I stood up and looked inside my wallet briefly. Then I turned to Menorah and remarked, "This time you're buying." The winds were gentle. The sunlight was warm. The skies are blue and clouds overhead were white and wispy. Menorah made me pay for everything. Again. That's why I knew God in his heaven, all is right in the world, with the world. Ellipse, 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 ellipse. May 14th. What? Excuse me for a minute. I believe that might be today. Nope, not today. Close though. May 14th, Friday, 9:30 p.m. I was in the tiny coffee shop at the train station. Staff were shouting. Some generic jazz was playing. The dull, heavy sounds of the train on the tracks thundered over everything. I carefully raised my coffee up to my lips, making sure I didn't spill anything on my suit. The coffee was bitter, making me think snooty thoughts a second about my mouth and the aftertaste. But I was no coffee connoisseur. Neither was I used to wearing a suit. My head was heavy with listless, the weight, so much training, but coffee seemed to help a little. Mizuguchi, I think you really screwed up. The man sitting opposite of me, he and I had a lot in common. We were both 22. We both graduated from college. We both had just been employees at the same company. We sat in neighboring cubicles. No surprise, really, that we'd become buddies. He had this annoying high-pitched laugh. Other than our stories had pretty much been the same, his and mine, up till now, that was. He's gripping a cup of coffee of Cafe Loette, but instead was drinking it. He started and spoke in the liquid surface. As if he were condemned, the man faced me with the weight of his crimes. For some reason, I could not bear the sight. I had to avert my gaze, so instead I looked up into the warmly lit fluorescent lamps. The coffee shop was bright and noisy. Everything was chaotic, but Nothing could block out the clarity of his words. From our colleague. Oh, don't get me wrong. I hate my company, and obviously I don't hate you guys. His head bowed, his hair had his expression. I could read it, and I didn't want to read it. It's a bit more complicated than that. I mean, all the stuff we've done is neat, but I never once felt anything resembling excitement about it. I just let him speak, injecting me with and hms and I sees as appropriate. How do I... Mostly, I guess, I'm scared now, staying with this company, coming here every day for the next 40 years. I can't see that at all. I just can't. You know what makes things worse? It's not even like I have some big dreams or some idea that makes me go on. No matter what I'm doing to live the dream for this, I am empty. Well, that's it for this video, people. I will see you all in the next, because I'm practically out of time, and my computer's being a jackwagon. I can't get into my Bandicam folders to do any editing today. So, I'm screwed, basically. So I will see you guys in the next video, possibly tomorrow. Well, these will be going up tomorrow, so I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so I will be making more for Saturday and Sunday. And hope I can get back into the thing of 2 videos a day. Even though you guys probably don't even watch this, I don't even know if anyone watches these. I mean, Geo kind of left my channel for a bit, so Chase, I hope you watch them. Well, anyways, in that event, I will see you guys in the next video, and peace. Bye-bye. Peace, man.